Panthers TV in association with Jeremias Chimney Systems. I'm joined by the Panthers forward Stephen Anderson. Now, Stephen, first weekend, league season, back-to-back games. Have you kind of had it laid into you how important the regular season is? Maybe different to where you've played before?
Yeah, it's definitely a different format where games in September are just as important as April. But it's nice to get a little bit of a feel for the game again in preseason. Not kind of the way we wanted the games to, but again, it was nice to kind of get the bad stuff out in preseason and hopefully start strong here on the weekend against Guildford.
Now, the coach said he saw glimpses of what he wanted in pre-season. Would you agree with him?
I think so. I think we had a couple of good periods in each game. We just shot ourselves in the foot a few too many times. Just a couple too many turnovers or just bad decisions that, again, is going to happen early in the year. But I think it's good to get that out early and build on the good stuff that we had throughout those games.
Not trying to make excuses, but there was a big turnover at this club and so many players were new to each other. So can that sometimes be a case that just while you're getting used to things, those mistakes are going to happen?
Yeah, there's definitely always a learning curve and just getting used to new guys. But, I mean, everyone is gelling really well in that locker room and we got a good group in there. So it's nice to have a couple weeks under our belt. But I think we're going to have a good week of practice this week and we should be good to go come the weekend.
What about what you've known so far? Let's talk about the home games. Certainly against Sheffield, a massive crowd. How impressed were you with the fans and their turnout and their noise the past couple of home games?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, for an exhibition game, I think we had 6,000 or 7,000, and the place was rocking. So, if that's what it's like in preseason, I'm excited to see what it's going to be like throughout the year. So, nothing but good things to say about those home fans screaming for us, for sure.
And how important can those home fans be to lift a team in down times?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, especially if you have a couple bad shifts or a bad period, and you have those fans screaming for you and giving you motivation. I mean, if we ever need a little bit of motivation in the building, they're there to pick us up. So having those crazy screaming fans is nothing but positives in our eyes.
Talking about pre-season as well, you came up against two teams that you might be battling for honours with. I mean, Coventry as well, but in particular Sheffield and Cardiff, who have been at the top end of the standings in recent years. Have you maybe seen the bar that you need to set to be one of these top teams this season?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of good teams in this league. Obviously, there's a couple teams that are there year after year, but we hope to be right there with them. But they're even the teams in the previous years that have maybe not been the strongest, we're not taking them lightly. I mean, everyone has a good team this year, and we can't take any games off, especially with the format of the season where games this early count. So we can't take any games off, and I think we're not going to look down on any opponent we have.
Just personally for you, have you settled in Nottingham in your first couple of weeks?
I have. The first week is, no matter where you are in a new place, it's a little hectic, getting used to kind of the culture and the way everything runs. But after a few weeks here, I'm settled and I'm ready to go, and I'm excited for a big year for the team here.